Hello, good morning. Today, I have a topic that I was asked to speak on, which is in regards to depression. So, I'm going to touch on that and ways that you can fight depression by being inspired. So, of course, today a lot of news broke in regards to the whole Charlie Sheen situation. And I'll be honest with you, I'm definitely not going to necessarily touch on that topic. However, one thing that stood out in that entire story was the fact that he talked about how he was depressed, and a lot of things that he did out of depression. So I think that this is a topic that is very fitting, something that a lot of people are going through and experiencing. And I made a promise that if somebody did approach me with a topic to discuss on my Periscope, that I would definitely do that. So here we go. Now, depression is something that's that have never experienced it don't understand it, and those who have experienced it are fighting continuously to be able to prevent the worst case scenario. And being someone myself, I will admit that I had gone through sense of depression from things that I had experienced and gone through in my life. And we've all gone through things in our lives that could have put us there. And it is something that is very real. For example, if you've ever been in a room full of people, but for whatever reason you still felt alone, that's depression. If you have tons of family and friends that can reach out to you at any given moment and you still, for whatever reason, don't feel fulfilled, that's a state of depression. If you feel like for some reason you literally cannot breathe and you have every reason to be happy, that is another sign of depression. It's actually mixed with anxiety. So these are feelings that a lot of people are experiencing and go through. And sometimes we don't get a chance to talk about it because, we want to be a strong, we want to have a strong face in our communities and society and things of that nature. We don't necessarily want to go on and admit certain things. And I'll be honest with you, when it comes to things that are private nature, it's not something that you should necessarily, wear on your sleeve. I'm not a big believer of wearing things that are of negative nature on your sleeve, but you do want to recognize them, realize where they're coming from, and find ways to combat them. The only way that you're going to get over depression is, again, to recognize the problem and then to do things to get past that. How do you get over this hump? And for a lot of people, depression is something that happens. It's a daily fight. It's a daily struggle. Some people, they succumb to it, and some people get over it. So that's what I want to share with you today. How do we get over this hump? Now, a lot of those that follow me on social media know I'm big on the hashtag be inspired. Something I've been saying for years and something that I truly believe in, because for me, my way of getting over depression was being inspired by something. What was it that moved me out of that position of pain and hurt or what have you? This was not something that I was willing to believe that I belonged to, that emotion of hurt. That was not something that was going to claim me. That was not something that I was willing to commit my life to. I was better than that. I am better than that. It's something that on a daily basis, I work to say, you know what, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to be inspired, I'm going to find a way to make things work for me in a good light. And that's what I live by. So a lot of times I'm posting status updates to encourage myself. You have to encourage yourself first before you can even work to encourage someone else. So I say to those today that are battling with depression, about battling with anxiety, dealing with a lot, their plates are heavy. Understand that you're not alone, and you can get through it by doing a few things that will make the world of difference. For one, change your circle. If you have a lot of negativity around you, negativity begets negativity. I know everyone has heard of the scripture that says things will be pressed down, shaken together, and flowing over. What that means is what you throw out into the atmosphere, what you surround yourself with, that's what's going to come back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and flowing over. So if you surround yourself with negativity, guess what is going to come back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and flowing over. So again, some things you might have to shake off. Some things you may not be able to continue to be around. Those energies that are sucking everything out of you, you have to release them, be it people, be it relationships, be it things, be it jobs, whatever it is that is taking a toll on your life, you have to release that in order for you to get past it, in order for you to get through it. And it's something that you can definitely do. Think of the music that you play. If you always have downtrodden music around you at all times, what is it going to put you in a state of mind of? You start your day with an upbeat tone. Find music out there that's inspiring, uplifting, something that makes you feel good. There's plenty of feel-good music. The books that you read, are you always reading something that, again, is downtrodden, that is, some people can handle it, but if you're not in a position where you can handle things that are full of depression, don't surround yourself with depression. You have to get yourself away from the things that can cause you to not live your best life. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. We all are here for a time and a season. Take that time to enjoy it. Yes, things are going to go on. Yes, things are going to happen. Yes, life will happen. But at the end of the day, you have to know that you have something valuable to share. And that alone is something that should motivate you and push you and inspire you to keep going. I know I did this broadcast when a lot of people may not be able to view it, so I'm going to repost this onto my YouTube, which is Auset, AUSET 360. If you have a topic that you'd like me to speak on, all of my social medias are under the same name, which is Nikkea, Nikkea, Sharee, Sharee. If you're needing something to keep you moving, keep you pushing forward, I have a lot of books that are available on Amazon for download. Working on a movie project. I have art, jewelry, of course. There's a lot of things resources that I have that are definitely at your disposal, but there's also a lot of great tools out there by others that I'd like to bring to your attention. So, for example, a friend of mine, Roscoe, has a book called Fighting Demons, Deals with Depression. Definitely a great book to pick up. And so, again, you can see that you're not alone and other people experience it, and how do you get through it? You do this by being inspired, being motivated, and living for something. So I will continue to touch on different topics in the future. I look forward to speaking to you all